Disclose the red.
Affirmative. I'm on scene now, but 17 says it looks like it may have been the radiator that went out on it, not on fire.
Before either of you left, did anyone ask you if you were or had ever been in the military?
Place is full of Army guys. Some Marines too. They pop up here.
Well, this is stupid.
May have been the radiator. Still continue to slow your run.
Well, I don't know. I forgot how to set January the 12th. But today is January the 12th of 2024. It's about 39 outside. It's probably about 9:23 Eastern Standard Time. Good evening, everybody. So, I'll figure it out somehow one day. So, I hope you liked the live stream when I was in my mobile. That looks a whole lot better in the way I had it. God bless the person. It rained almost all day.
Clear on cancellation. What was your further traffic?
Just go ahead and put out cancellation, please.
And in a short video I done a couple hours ago, the wind got up to about probably 30.
First name Edward, last name Ward, W-A-R-D.
So I look on my cameras, and I guess it was spitting snow, but I looked out the window. There's a little bit on the ground, so that's not enough unless it's going to snow tonight. They talking about Arctic storm, Arctic cold. So that we have to wait and see. It's supposed to be bad all week, but I don't believe the news media. So I want to say hi if she's in there. That good-looking lady at Vision Works that son of me went to the other day.
I'll verify with this location.
So I want to thank you. But I still ain't got any, only got that one donation, so. Hey! That's no way to treat a lady. I raised you better than that. So you see, I get on my kitty cats just like I would my own kids. So, but I was watching King County Crime Watchers. You need to go back and look at his video. There's a wreck, not as bad as the one they had on I-5.
45-42.
One black tag, one red tag, one yellow tag. They had a helicopter there to, I guess, take the red tag to the hospital. Aiden got to interview one of them from PIO, Public Information Officer. Thank you, Bakerfield Fire Department, for being good. You know, figure, well, in Indiana, a black tag is a 10-0. So, sometimes people, if you hear me mention a 10-0, that'd be the same thing in California as a black tag. I don't know what it is. I'm so used to the police codes in Indiana. You know, you never know what the weather's going to do in Ohio. They could say we could just get it dusted. We can get 6 inches to 4 feet. One year, I think 80s or 90s, the local news station said, oh, we're just going to get a dusting. Put it that way, I couldn't get out my front door. That's how bad it was. The interstate was shut down. All the roads. The city, county, and state couldn't get out to clean them out. They had to contact construction people who had bulldozers and graders and dump trucks. And the old 2nd Street Bridge, also known as the Clark Bridge, they used to load the dump trucks up with snow and dump them in the river. That's how bad it is. You couldn't even pile the snow up on the side of the road. Plus, with the wind blowing, you had snow drifts 8 to 10 feet tall, in some places more. So, you know, just be careful when you're out there driving. Pay attention. You know, one thing I've learned since I'm in my 70s, I know you young puppies won't listen, but one day it might. You sitting at a stoplight, and the person across from you got a red light. So he got his right turn or left turn arrow on. And you go either make a turn to the left and find out the idiot's going to go straight or something like that. So keep an eye on yourself. Get your dash cam. If you ain't got a dash cam, you can fix it up and get a mount to put your cell phone on your dashboard. You can start becoming a YouTuber. You can always record everything, and you know where it'll be. That'd be something. If you want to start a YouTube channel like I'm trying to do, because I'm 70 years old and bored to death. Nothing to do except lay here, talk to the kitty cats, feed them, and stuff like that. This gives me some time, get to meet new people, talk to people. Because when you're home, all you got is kitty cats. They ain't going to talk human to you. But they listen, the animals will listen to your problems. So, you know, that's something, you know, that's comfortable. Sometimes somebody said, well, get your girlfriend. I said, I've been single over 20 years, I said, about 8 weeks, when I first bought my house, I had a woman, but I didn't like what she was doing, which, to me, that's illegal, so I didn't want that, but she laughed because she wouldn't stop what she was doing, but she was a heck of a good cook and a bunch of other stuff, so I can't complain. If she's on here, take care of that smokehouse. Yeah. Because her daughter might be on here. Because I put a thing on TikTok, a video. I guess it was maybe 60 seconds. Telling people about my YouTube channel. So that was something I was thinking of. So,
I'll be 10-8. I recovered the phone and notified the owner.
well, how come it says January the 9th? I'm going to have to catch A1 Media to see how to get it back in the date mode. So, I figure it out. That's probably what I was doing. I got playing with it and messed it up. So, but I thought I knew how to do it. Oh, well, that's okay. Eastern Standard Time. So, I can't wait to get my new glasses next week. I can see a little bit better. Okay, if you look on my arm, you don't see that sensor from Freestyle Liber 2. It's on its way. And it's coming from Ohio. What the text I got, so you know what I need. Since this is the second week of the month, only had one thing in my post office box. Had that cell phone mount that some anonymous person, no note or nothing, but that's okay. They want to be private, so God bless you. And I want to give a shout out. You heard me talk about diabetes. Pepsi Zero Sugar. If you got diabetes, you know you can't have sugar. If you don't like Pepsi, there's other soft drinks. It's zero sugar, so you look at it. You know, whatever your drink is. But I'm not getting paid by Pepsi by promoting sugar-free Pepsi. So that's one I like. But as this one girl mentioned to me, you know, we got talking. And I guess she got diabetes, or she tried Pepsi Zero sugar. She says she can't tell the difference between a regular Pepsi and zero Pepsi. I can't, but my taster's all screwed up thanks to old Ozempic. Anybody who got diabetes and takes that Ozempic shot once a week, you know what I'm talking about. And so that's about diabetes. Like I say, you can send a money order with a little note in it. So use it for gas. Since I drive a 2011 Tower Camry, so I tell you about the gas mileage. I like to take my scanner with me, but no, there's a catch-22. You might find a cop that might not like you or had a bad day at home. So, you know, I lose $1,000, but I ain't got $1,000 to buy another one. And the one I got, if I can show you, right there. That's what they call it, SDS 200. They make a handheld. They call that a SDS 100. So I've told you, you know, DMR, NXD, something, I don't know, you have to look that up, but to program this, you know, one county in the state, which would be Indiana and Clark County. So, since that's the county I live in. So, go watch Kern County Crime Watchers. They're on now. And I don't know if A1 Media, I ain't got no notifications on my cell phone, but usually I don't pay attention to it. So, you know, you got a whole lot of medias. Like I say, I was watching this one today on YouTube. I think it's called Police Pursuits. And this red car, I guess it was a Pontiac, maybe something like a Firebird, and the traffic was backed up, and this red car decided to go in the emergency lane. So so the cop went behind him, turned the lights on, the siren. I think maybe it was Arkansas, but I'm not sure. Arkansas police, they got a bunch of pursuits, but you don't want to mess with those troopers there in Arkansas. I thought the police in my neighborhood was bad, but man, you don't want them to chase you, period. They're mean. But every state's different. If you want to start a YouTube, you know, you use your Google account, download YouTube on your phone. If you want to start broadcasting and go live on your phone, you need to go to the App Store or your Apple Store or Android Store and download Prison Studio or something like that. And there's a whole lot of people that do it. You know, I'm still learning. I've been using Prism maybe a week or two. I asked A1 Media there in Bakersfield. I said, how can I do this in the landscape mode? He said, turn your phone sideways. When you turn it sideways, then you hit the live button. I wonder how I was doing it. You know, thought I was doing it right, but I want to thank A1 Media there in Bakersfield. I love watching his videos. But last night, he played some music. If he owns the music, it was okay. But you know how Facebook is. You know, if you don't own it, they don't want to put him in Facebook jail or kick him off his Facebook page. You know, if you're going to play music, play something that you record or you sing. Then I don't think Facebook says anything because you own the rights to it. But you play other music on your radio, I don't think you own the rights to it, and you have to pay the person for it, the way I understand it, so that might be something you want to look at. If you're going to start Prison on a laptop, here's the problem I'm running into. Make sure you got a laptop that'll handle Prison Live Studio, which you got to have what they call a gaming computer with HDR, high definition resolution. You got to have plenty RAM/memory and this and that. I don't even know if it comes hard drives. You can do that. But if you want to do live stream on YouTube, maybe you got 50 friends that's on YouTube. You can have them subscribe to your YouTube channel. The way I read it, you had to have 50 people before you start getting anything in your YouTube channel or any donations. So, you know, like I said, I'm a rookie, but there's been people out there that have been doing it for years. And I was listening to this one YouTuber, I can't remember who it was, I watched so many. He had 1,000 subscribers. He made more money with 1,000 subscribers than he did 100. So, but I don't know how they pay. Like I said, I'm a rookie. And I hope you like that live stream when I was in the car with the new holder. God bless you all. And, you know, that gives me something to do. But if you want me to go out during the day, like I say, I'm on a fixed income. I'm not trying to scam you. I'm being honest. If I'm not honest, God will strike me down. If any of y'all know any Masons or Eastern Star people, Because Mom was in the Eastern Star and Dad was a Mason of Lodge 226 in Charlestown, Indiana. He was the secretary and treasurer of Lodge 226. Mom was a grand organist for the whole state of Eastern Star, whatever. See, I had it on my mind and I done forgot. You see how I forget. Just drive careful. I've seen some news stations that's showing snow. I'm glad I'm staying home, but I know I got a front wheel drive, but you be careful. And they expect you to speed up and they'll pass you and go around you. You know, they can spin out and cause you to wreck. So that's something, to think about. Some of you got four-wheel drives. You know what you're doing. I've seen people with four-wheel drives that don't know how to drive a four-wheel drive when it snows. Knock on wood, I have some good friends. When I take my son to work or go pick him up, I drove a Jeep. And I put it in four-wheel drive. I ain't going 50 miles an hour when the road is like ice, It rained, then it freeze over, and snow on top of it. I just took my time. I was tired keeping it 20 to 25 miles an hour. I had a gust of wind kind of push me to my left a little bit. Knock on wood, I had a four-wheel drive, but I wish I had a four-wheel drive, but I can't afford one. And, I like to have one, but I get thinking, with my Social Security fixed income, can I afford to fix it if it breaks down? Answer your people is no. I can't do that. So, but there's things, I've told you what my dreams are. I didn't buy no lotto ticket this week, but I usually buy one or two of them at the first of a month. If I don't win, I'll wait until next month. I ain't heard nothing from my lawyer on the money I was supposed to get, which I'm getting screwed by them and getting screwed by American Family Insurance. They know I got future medical bills. I'm still going to my one doctor. But every 3 to 6 months, I think maybe every 3 months. Yeah, it's every 3 months. So in a way, I'm still on the doctor's care. And, just like that rehab I was going to up at Scottsburg. I think they call it Care First. I said, make sure that you put in the paperwork that I'll be coming back, future. I saw them type it into the computer. But them lawyers I got, I guess they lie, because everybody lies to people just to get you where they can make a little money. An American Family, that's what my lawyer said, $6,000. I don't know, but, I got future medical bills. I still go to the doctor every 3 months. and I take pain pills for my rotary cup. So what's that tell you? Am I not going back to the doctor for the same medical problem? I don't know what's wrong with that American Family Insurance. They're a bunch of idiots. I don't care. It's bad when your insurance agent sued you and won quite a bit of money. So what that tell you about American Family Insurance? But, ask questions if you're in a car wreck. Take pictures if you're able to. If you got a dash cam, it'll take a picture of the wreck. They had a video on TikTok last night. I forget the brand name or who the person was. They had this one dash cam. He also had a back camera you could stick up. I think it'd take up 64 megabytes or whatever you call it. Then they had another one. I kind of liked it. I like it, but that was $118. But, but the way the guy said you set one of them dash cams up, you could set it for a minute, 2 minutes, or 3 minutes. When 3 minutes up, they start another segment. I tried to read the manual when I got mine a year ago. I'd say they need to make things for dummies. I couldn't understand, but listening to this guy last night on TikTok, he explained it to me, so that was pretty good. But I ain't still figured out how to hook Twitch on my mobile phone. I know how to do it on a computer, but since I don't have the HDR graphics card or high definition, I can't really do it on my laptop. I would love to do it, because you can do more on that than what I can on my cell phone. Well, you seen some of the county roads or state highways, just like I told you, Highway 403, that used to be state, but it's a county road. See, I didn't come back 160 because it was still raining. If it rains cats and dogs, you want to stay off of 160 between Henryville and Charlestown, or Henryville and Salem, Indiana. You got some low places, but whoever designed the 160 must have been drunk. You know how a snake curls, how they move? That's about how 160 is here in Indiana. So, just be careful when you're out there driving. Since this is a weekend, please don't drink and drive. Mothers and fathers, I mentioned that too. Tell your kids you love them before you put them to bed. Teach your sons how to hold a door open for a lady. Maybe daddy don't do it, but teach your kids, I hear people talk about how good my son is, and he's 37, and he's on disability because he can't work. He got arthritis, got spurs on his spine. He takes more medicine than I do. He's in bed sleeping right now because got up, went to, post office, and then I got my mail and saw this nice opinion, because it was smart enough to fit in my post office box. So thank you, whoever it was. There was no note because they sent it through Amazon. So I want to thank you. I kind of like that one. The other one, like a rubber hose on, what? But this one, it's black, got a suction cup, and got the wide thing where you can turn it sideways. You can push this button, and then it opens up, then you shut it. When you want to take your phone out, you push the button, and the hands open up. I like it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to say hi to Texas Angel because I know she watches it. She's not a moderator on Kern County Crime Watcher. She is on RD on the scene. So you want to go up there and watch them. You got A1 Media. You got Bravo Media or Street Media or, Bravo. And if you like to listen to police scanners, on YouTube you can go to Bakerfield Scanners or KCS, Kern County Scanners or something like it. When you see it. But you type in Bakersfield Scanners, that'll pop up. But I think it's KCS, Kern County Scanners, I think. If you might not, you might have been from Bakersfield, California, you moved out, or joined the Army, Navy, or something. And if you want to keep up what's going on in Bakersfield, you can do that. So that's if you want to do that. I don't think it's snowing anymore. I looked out, but I'm watching, I forget what it's called on TV. Major Crimes. I love Major Crimes. Then I think before Major Crimes come on, what's that? Rossetti and whatever. Rossetti or whatever it's called. She's real skinny, and her best friend or half-sister, she's the coroner. I love watching that. And at 10:30 Eastern Standard Time, my time, I usually go over and watch Hogan Heroes. But when I was a kid, I'm telling you what my age is, maybe your grandpa and them used to watch Sky King. Fury, that was a Black Stallion. Then you had Ren 1010, Roy Rogers and Dale Evans. On Saturday night, man, I had to go to church the next morning, but Mom stayed up and watched it. It was on WTTV in Annapolis, Indiana. It was Sammy Terry. He was kind of like a ghost. If any of you from Indiana ever watched Sammy Terry on WTTV, which was Channel 4, that was kind of scary. That was a black and white show, so that tells you how long ago it was, but I love it. Sometimes I was afraid to go to sleep at night, but Mom and Dad made sure I got up where I can go to church the next morning. And when I had my son, his mom didn't pick him up every other week. So I had him 24/7 except when he was in school. We went to a church, a Christian church on Level Street in Charlestown. And the preacher had a son, diabetic. You know what that means. He was he's probably a year, maybe 2 years younger than my son. Maybe they were the same age. I can't remember. But before we went to church or Sunday school, we stopped there at the grocery store. Said, Dad, we got to get sugar-free candy like bubble gum, this and that. So it had to be sugar-free. Then the preacher's son asked his mom, because we sat right behind him in church. And said, you don't mind if my son go stay there and eat lunch? Said, no, you all can play together, this and that. There's times that they ask it, can he spend the night or 2 nights? I said, that's okay if you can put up with him. But like I said, my kids, when they was little, they was a perfect angel. My son is still an angel. I can trust him more than I can my daughter. Like I said, my daughter, she didn't call me and wish me Christmas. When my birthday was after Christmas, did she wish me happy birthday? No. But you know the old saying, karma, it'll come back and bite her. I don't know, like I say, I was told by, I guess it's A1 Media, said you should have Facebook set up. And I told them, I said, I will not even download the app on my phone until they change everything or somebody buys them out. Because, everybody got the First Amendment. But Facebook don't give a blankety-blank stuff about your First Amendment right. I believe that Facebook is owned by the Democrats. That's only my opinion. If you talk bad about a Democrat in the White House, no matter who he or she is, Facebook jail. And I've seen them on the TV, and I watch when they were in front of Congress. And the Congress said, you have to change this and that, and not bar everybody, no matter what he or she done, to get in trouble. But one thing I would like to see at Facebook, have 2 types of Facebooks, one for the adults and one for the kids. But no adults can get into the kids' stuff. Facebook page. That's an idea that was brought up. But you do have dirty women and men that's looking for young teenagers. But man, I've seen a school teacher. Man, if I was that boy, I wouldn't rat her out. I think I was somebody important. I wouldn't tell anybody. Man, I thought I was the king of the hill if I done something with a good-looking woman teacher. But I didn't have the chance. I might like to knock this one on the rear end. That was, I guess, my house teacher, Jane Trotter. I never forgot that. I told you the story, but that's okay. That's in the past. I wish I could remember my history teacher. He might be dead now since I'm in my 70s. You know, he was, I say, in the Army. He taught history. His name was Mr. New, but I can't remember what his first name was. And the first day of class, he tells you, children or kids, young boys and girls, leave your history book in your locker. Bring plenty of paper and pencils. So you're going to take notes. You're going to watch slides. You're going to watch movies. That stuff he showed was in the war that he was in. To me, I got more out of that history than what I got out of the history book. I took my notes. I think I made a B plus, maybe. The girls didn't like it. I guess they wasn't a history person. But I love that history class. I wish we had more history teachers that teach history. I mean history like Vietnam War or Iraq, Desert Storm, stuff like that. You know, that'd be something, you know, that's history. Because you don't know what's in the history book. I was in elementary school and John F. K. got shot and killed. But I got my opinion to it. I know the rifle supposedly that he used, supposedly. I shot something like that. So I know something about that. But John F. K., Jonathan Fitzgerald Kennedy, he wanted to do away, I'd say I was in elementary school. That stuck in the back of my mind. He wanted to do away with the CIA or something like the CIA. And he did not like Johnson, his VP. I think Johnson had something to do with it and the CIA. And, you know, the Secret Service was good back in those days. They're good like they are now. And before they buried John F. K. in that cemetery with the gas light, why did they take his brain away? You know, that was back in the 60s. But they still keeping things hush up who really killed him. So it could have been one of the Secret Service agents that was on the back of the car. I have watched that video so many times, from the front, the back, the side. You know, I've never forgot it. It sticks in your mind. So, you know, maybe I'm like a conspiracy theory person. People says there's no UFOs, this and that. They're not all weather balloons. You know I'm too old to be president. You have to be 35 and above to be president. If I was the president, I would want to go to Area 51. You're people of the USA. You have the right to know. You have that right as a citizen of the USA. Oh, Rositi's on. Oh, my sweetheart's on. Let me see. Maybe I spelled the name. Rizzoli. and Owls. I love this show. So, I think it's cute. Like, I don't mind having a girlfriend like that cop. She got maybe like apples or golf balls. So I'm keeping it rated PG. Because I had ex-wives that had watermelons. And you ladies know what I'm talking about, watermelons. Your back hurts. You know, you carrying all that extra weight on top. I know. You know, I might be sleeping. She couldn't wake me up. She takes them watermelons and slap me upside my head, and sometimes she knocked me out of the bed. I know y'all laughing because it is funny. I thought it was funny. When I was married to my daughter's mother, you know Brooke Shields. She played in the Blue Lagoon, if you know what I'm talking about. We watched it. I went to bed. I slept like a baby until I got the you-know-what beat out of me. Said, who is Brooke? Why are you doing that with Brooke? I said, honey, did we just watch Brooke Shields on TV in the Blue Lagoon? Every time I dream about Brooke, she would smack the crap out of me. So, but you have to be honest. No matter what kind of relationship you're in, you got to compromise. I know you might be a drunk. Drunks cause problems. If you got kids, your kids don't need to see it. So how come you been married 5 times? One died on me. One cheated. Let's see, that was number 2. Second one cheated. The 4th one, that'd be my son's mother. We were just arguing all the time. And I was saying, what's the best interest of my son? So I got a divorce. And I raised him for 9 years. And my last wife, she cheated on me, wrecked 2 cars, so I divorced her. We had a beautiful daughter. She was born, I think, 93, so that tell you about how old she is. So she works at a Pepsi place. But that's okay. Karma's still a you-know-what. But hit the thumbs up. Hit the bell. Some people just tell you hit the bell. But if you hit it, that way you receive all notifications of that YouTube place you was at. I want to see you all get me 50 plus subscribers. That's the notification bell. I know you all get tired of me asking for donations. Like I say, I can't go out at night because in the country there's no street lights. I would have to either go to Scottsburg. I forget what Austin looks like. That's a town the next town up from Scottsburg, if you was coming up 65. And the next town after that is, I think, Crothersville and Seymour, Brownstown, because Seymour is the 50-mile marker. And you got Clarksville. Clarksville is a little bit like Bakersfield. You got a whole bunch of idiots out there on the road that don't pay attention. They don't know what a red and blue light is, or a siren. Red and blue lights is police in the state of Indiana. Some states just got blue lights. But they begin to realize they go red, get red and blue because you got people, but they think you should know what the police cars look like. You should know the color of the lights. So, just be careful. I might wake up and might have a bunch of tree limbs on the ground. It'll stay there until springtime. And I guess my next live video.
Can you have a fire truck come out and assist us across both lanes?
Probably, Wednesday I like to run to the dollar store out there at Leota Road and 356, pick up the local Clark County and Scott County paper. That way it gives me something to read or catch up on who passed away. It's always a week behind. That's okay. And people also think they're police officers. So how I want to do that, but they've been mean to them. But if you be nice to them, they be nice to you. 90% of the time. Thank your fire department. Thank your EMTs. And another thing I always tell you, thank a truck driver. Now put your CB radio in your car or your pickup truck. Because back, I think it was in December, it could have been November, UPS lost a driver. I know they used to call them Buster Brown guys back when everybody had CB radios. He lost his life. If he had a CB radio, he would know about the traffic jam. He ended up hitting another UPS truck. But the first UPS driver got out with a fire extinguisher because the other UPS was on fire. I'm saying maybe it was had LP fuel, LP gas. You know what I'm thinking. But that guy lost his life. Any trucking company, put CB radios in your 18-wheelers. They're not going to make any money if they had to sit in a traffic jam anywhere from 3 to 8 hours. Because around here, they're sitting at least 8 hours. They got to call the state police in to do a reconstruction of it. That's going to take about 8 hours. So that truck driver ain't going to make no money. If he had a CB radio, he could take an exit off before he gets there, and, they do come in handy. You can find a good, cheap 40-channel AM radio. Turn to channel 19. Get a good antenna. Make sure the SWR is about a 1.1. That's standard wave ratio. So you can do that. If you're traveling on the expressway. I know cell phones, there's places you got dead zones and you can't get out. Somewhere where you're at, somebody will have a CB radio. Somewhere. I got one in my house. I got it scanning channel 19, 28, and 34. That's the 3 channels that I listen to when I'm not watching videos or taking old man naps. My son fixes meatloaf. He likes it his way, but the way Mom and them used to fix it, couple of eggs in the hamburger, ketchup, onion, I think oats, and maybe a few peppers in it. But does my son put eggs in it and stuff like that? Nope. That's okay. It don't taste bad. When he was living with his grandma and his uncle, he goes to work and he takes some to work. When he gets home, it'll be all gone because his Uncle Johnny would eat it all. I won't do it. I get about 2 pieces of meatloaf and mix it in with the mashed potatoes. That's all I want. There's plenty for him to eat. He bought it, but, if I buy the hamburger and stuff, he can eat all he wants. If he don't watch his stuff, he gonna end up a diabetic. Because I have it, his mom had it. His mom, grandma, and grandpa all died of cancer. My son's mother died December the 6th of cancer. But, but she's up there in heaven with her mom and dad and one of her other babies that died at birth, so she's up there with that son. She's up there with my mom and dad and grandpa and them and my sister. So God bless her, Mary. But I got a kitty cat named Mary. I got one named Alex. Margaret. Margaret is named after my mother. I got one named Kathy, an old girlfriend who's passed away maybe last year or year before. Got one named Nancy. Got one called Wildcat. Then had one named Patty. She passed away, I think, last year, I think. That was named after my oldest daughter. And I caught one of those tiger cats outside. I think it's her. It could be a tomcat. I don't care. Just like a boy named Sue. I call it Gina. After my daughter, which, I shouldn't judge her, but I don't like some of the things she done to me over the years. But karma's you know what. in case you watching this, I don't even remember that girl's name at Vision Works. Hello. So, thank you for waiting on me and my son. Maybe should bring it up at the beginning. So, that's okay. But, I know it's her job to be nice to everybody. She might be single. She might not have any kids. I told her I'm trying to start a YouTube channel, and I said, I talk because I don't have nobody to talk to. She said, well, you got your son. I said, most of the day he's sleeping. And I stay up most of the night. So, but he needs his rest. The only thing I need for him to do is learn how to wash dishes. I wash the dishes. Well, that's okay. I guess that's what Daddy's supposed to do. But when he was living in his grandmother's house, he didn't have to worry about dishes. He bought paper plates. But here I got dishes you have to wash. He buys his own laundry detergent. He washes clothes. He washes dryer. He buys his own food. He got a gallon of chocolate milk. I give a quart of chocolate milk. But it's funny, I can drink white milk. I gotta run to the outhouse quick. But I am, right here. Oh, it's hard to lift up. Here's my glass. It has Pepsi Zero in it because I showed you the can, but that way I can open it up and it stay cold in this, whatever they call it here. Sometimes I wake up during the night. My throat is so dry. Maybe I snore, but I don't hear the kitty cats complaining. If you look at it, the kitty cats is laying on my lap. I think there's Blackie, and I guess this is Margaret. That sucks. I keep telling them, I said, lay right here. Or lay on this side. But not on me, because I like to roll over. So, like I say, if you want to make a donation, make it to Tom Cartwright, 4375 at Post Office Box number 1. I left box out of it. Charlestown, Indiana, 47111. Today is January the 12th, 2024. So, I want to thank you. I've been on an hour. Since I ain't getting nobody, so I must not be doing a good job. But just be careful. Be polite. Respect other people's videos on YouTube. You know the rules. Don't talk bad about anybody's YouTube channel because some of them don't like it. Just be polite. You can also, if you like to watch truck driving video, go to JBG Travelers, Johnny B. Good. See how I can remember it? JB Travelers. He drives for, I think it's HDL, I believe, but you watch his videos. And I've told you about Tractor Time with Tim. He lives, I say, in the northern part of Indiana. And another one, he lives in Indiana. He's for corruption. His YouTube channel is for public safety. You want to go to his channel. He tell you about corruption in Clark County, Meade County, Kentucky, and he's around, he done one the other day. Where was he? Bedford, Indiana, somewhere, you know, like this. You know, there's there's police pursuits videos. And don't forget Bakersfield Scanner, if you want to listen to the police scanner. A1 Media, Bravo Media, White T-Shirt Media, RD on the scene. Since today's Friday, that'd be Kern County Crime Watchers. You need to watch one he had on there tonight with, there was a wreck, I forget what it was, it had a black tag, a red tag, and a yellow tag. Since if you're from California, you know what a black tag is, was a person who's dead. And I guess red tag is trauma, room 9, I guess, or whatever the trauma is. So, yellow tag probably not that bad. So go to RD on it. Well, that was on Kern County Crime Watcher. Aiden was doing the narrating of it. That's Roger's son-in-law. That's kind of like a family YouTube. It'd be Roger, his daughter, and his son-in-law. Sometimes it's his baby daughter. She's, I think, 19, I think Roger say. But Aiden's wife, she's over 20s. I better watch when I say she'll smack me. You got to treat women with respect. So if you watch these videos, talk to me. Tell me what you want me to talk about. I'm here because some of you're bored. You got nobody to talk to. And since they've been advertising on TV, if you're suicidal, you call, I believe it's 988, I think it is. If you're suicidal or something, you call 988. I know it's in Indiana and Kentucky, probably there in California. Just pay attention to your driving. It might save your life or somebody else's. Lake Girl 45 on TikTok. She's a cute lady. I'm going to go with TikTok. I don't think you can hook TikTok up to prison. I've seen YouTube. I've seen Facebook. I will not go to Facebook because they violate the First Amendment. So until somebody buys it out or something like that, I won't go to Facebook. And I think they got Instagram.
Go ahead and start laying down
But I got to figure out how to hook up Twitch on my cell phone. I might have to, well, yeah, I can go to YouTube, to A1 Media, as long as I don't use Prism on my laptop. That way I ask A1 Media how to set up Twitch on my cell phone. You know, I'm trying to look best of that, but I can't find out where it is. I saw it once, but when you're in your 70s, you forget things. But I haven't forgot where I live. I still remember some of my kitty cats' names. And another YouTube video, I think maybe he's on Facebook. They call him the Raccoon Whisperer. He's up in Canada. Right now, the raccoons is night-night. I guess like the bears. I guess they hibernate for the winter. He feeds them raccoons hot dog, cookies, marshmallows. Like I said, it's Raccoon Whispers, I think it's called. He's a Canadian Mountie, a retired Canadian Mountie. Him and his wife. And during this time of year, snow, he feeds the deer and the birds, you know, throws apples out there, feed them. You know, he's a pretty nice. The guys, I say, probably older than me. I could be wrong. We could be the same age. So, you know, go look at his YouTube channel if you love animals. And if you like to see Rex, this is, I think it's Missouri. It's called Ron Platt, Pratt, I think. He's a tow truck service. And I love watching him. He got the big tow trucks and this and that. And in the state of Missouri, tow trucks are allowed to have red and blue lights on it and a siren. I wish all 50 states would be that way. But they can only use the red and blue lights and the siren when the police department tells them. But you still have to stop at all stoplights, you know, slow down, you know, like this. Maybe they take a course on red and blue lights and the siren. I don't know what the law is in Missouri. You know, you might want to look at his YouTube channel. Especially this time of year, you know, when snow on the ground. So you might want to look at his YouTube videos. And another one I watch quite a bit, Live on Patrol. Live on Patrol. It's run by a sheriff's department. I forget what state. When they're out patrolling, daylight hours, second shift, and sometimes third shift. I got a thing, so Kern County Crime Watchers must have went off there, and I got notifications it's back on. So I want to thank you all. If you go to any of those YouTubers, tell them that Tom Cartwright, 4375, told us to come up here. You know, maybe they'll come up here and subscribe, but I need 50 plus subscribers before I get anything from YouTube. So I want to thank you. Will I be live tomorrow? Probably not. I might upload a video if it snows, but I won't. If it snows, I'm staying at home. So God bless you. Love you all.
Right now you're on 56.
John 3:16. You know what it says. God bless you all.